Immigration enforcement has been at the forefront of politics for quite some time, and recent immigration policy will likely affect Wisconsin's dairy farms. Our reporter Derek Tritz joins us live in the studio with the details. Derek?
That's right, Dan. Dairy farms rely heavily on immigrant and undocumented labor, and this year's push for ICE raids has the Wisconsin Farmers Union and Farm Bureau concerned for the future of Wisconsin dairy. Wisconsin dairy farms have changed a lot in how they have to operate.
The size of farms now require more and more workers than just that family unit that I think some people used to think about or sometimes still think about as what a farm is.
That growth in farms creates jobs, but many of those jobs employ undocumented workers. A 2023 UW-Madison School for Workers survey found that 70% of labor in our dairy farms is carried out by undocumented workers. While the current administration has made it a priority to crack down on undocumented workers, the Wisconsin Farmers Union isn't convinced that Americans can fill the labor gap.
There isn't an avenue in place or a plan in place to replace those workers if they are going to be deported.
And rural areas already have trouble keeping people around.
We're seeing a real rural exodus. Less people who grew up in rural areas are choosing to stay there and live there and work there.
But it's not just the labor that's at risk. The Wisconsin Farm Bureau believes that in many ways, the only difference between U.S. citizens and many undocumented workers is a piece of paper.
They're not just employees, they're part of the fabric of rural Wisconsin. They attend church, they send their children to local schools, and they contribute to the economic and social health of rural Wisconsin.
The Wisconsin Farmers Union and Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation are advocating for a modernization of immigration policy by extending seasonal H-2A visas to year-round dairy farms and implementing permanent guest worker programs, among other changes. Reporting for Newswatch 12, I'm Derek Tritz.